How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Rouse back with another video. We are one step closer to being finished with my Dragon Ball SH Figuarts collection because today we have the re-released Superheroes Piccolo. So it was the $34.99 Piccolo, which is about the right price for SH Figuarts. Like anything over that, I'm generally like, unless it's like, you know, an import only, like the Yusuke or the Kenshin, like the Dragon Ball Z ones, they always get sent to America. So if they're over 35 to 50 bucks, I'm like, do I really need that? And that's why I still haven't gotten Krillin, because he's the only Z fighter that I feel like I really need that's left. So we have Piccolo, everyone's favorite Namekian here. So yeah, with all that being said, let's take a close look at the box. We'll get this bad boy open. Taking a look at the box, you can see it says SH Figuarts Piccolo Superhero. And then we got the figure, we got some artwork, Bandai Dragon Ball Superhero, Tamashii Nations. On this side, we've got some artwork, some little box shots. And on the back, it says Piccolo Superhero, Super Modeling, Super Action, Bandai Namco, Simple Style, and Heroic Action. Open window on this side. Top of the box, bottom of the box, and with all that being said, Special Beam Cannon! Oh, and then he died. Here is our SH Figuarts Piccolo out of the box, and not even having compared him to the other figures, I can already tell he is definitely the biggest of all the Z fighters that we have in the SH Figuarts line. He's a big dude. You can see he's got his green stick and his antenna. He's got his bluish purple gi with the red waistband, and then we got the brown shoes, just like Gohan wears, because, you know, Daddy Piccolo trained him most of the time and not Goku, because Goku was dead a lot of the time. So, you know, Piccolo picked up the slack, and he was Akira Toriyama's favorite character. He's a lot of people's favorite characters. I love Piccolo, but he's not my favorite. He's definitely in my top 5. But as far as having Z fighters, you can't have all of them together without Piccolo. He's essential. He's important the whole way through, unlike Tien and Yamcha and Chiaotzu and all the others that I just probably won't pick up. And Krillin to that extent as well, but I do still want a Krillin just because he's Goku's best friend and he's super important. But this Piccolo looks great. The sculpt is great. The only thing that I have a problem with, and that's the same thing with the Goku, is these shoulders, how they did the sleeves. It's so weird how they just kind of float around. Like, there's a better way to do that, SH Figuarts, you know there is. But this, I'm pretty sure there's like a V2 or a V3 body, because it's got that diaper swivel cut, which does improve the range on the forward and backward on the legs and all that stuff. So it is there for a reason. It just looks a little goofy. Not as good a figure as that Ryushu Gohan. That Gohan is an absolute unit, and I love him. But this Piccolo is still really cool, and I didn't want to spend $70 to get the one with the turban and the cape. There's just no reason, when most of the time, well, Piccolo looks like this as much as he does with the turban and robe on, I would say. So, you know, it's just all about preference, and for me, it's about getting the cheaper Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. So for 35 bucks, not a bad Piccolo. Checking out his height, Piccolo stands at, I'm expecting like 6.5 inches here. And yeah, he's a little bit over 6.5 inches. I didn't mean to knock him over. But yeah, he's on the taller side of the DBZ characters. Going over the articulation, starting at the head, it goes forward very nicely and backward not as nicely, to the side, a little bit to be desired there as well. The neck and the head don't seem to be working together too well, and I'm afraid to break those antennas and ears, so I don't want to be too rough. Shoulders come up 90 degrees. We do get a bicep cut in double elbows. We get drop down shoulders and butterfly pull out. Whoa, that's so weird. We get pull out butterfly shoulders. That's a little wonky. It works, I just don't know about the aesthetics of that. Comes backward that far, forward that far. At the waist, we do get a cut. We get legs coming forward all the way to the side and back, not as far. We do get a thigh cut and double knees, but he can't kick his own butt, unfortunately. Thigh cut, boot cut, and beautiful rockers and toe articulation. So, of course, Piccolo can do all the poses you would expect. It's just like some of the way that they got there is a little weird. I've never seen butterfly joints like that. Like, are they supposed to come out that far? It sure seems that way. I don't know. But they do. So yeah, I mean, you can do the splits, so that's interesting. I don't know what they were doing with the design on this Piccolo. It's completely different than the other Dragon Ball stuff, so that's just kind of crazy to me. But you know, for his accessories, the first thing that's different from it also is that we get fully swappable heads instead of just faceplates, and I'm assuming that's because of the ears and let's so you can see, because of the ears and the antenna. But you can see we get a gritted teeth and an open yelling face. So those are, oh, and then I dropped all the accessories. I was trying to keep them there, so I guess I'll just hold them up now. So we get this one, which is just a nice, you know, gritted Piccolo face, and then we get this one, which is either screaming in pain or from an attack, and then we get two of these charging hands for Piccolo, which are painted nicely. His fingernails are painted, and then we get two open key blasting hands for Piccolo, right and left, and then we get that finger on the forehead like Goku has for, I don't think it's, Piccolo doesn't know instant transmission. I think it's recharging his special beam cannon, I'm pretty sure. But that is it on the accessories. Because these are $35 figures, you don't get as much like power effects in powered up forms and all that stuff. And the only powered up form in Piccolo that we get is the orange Piccolo from this movie anyway. I don't have him. First up for comparison, here he is with Vegeta and Goku. Like I said, Piccolo is the biggest of the bunch. He's a big boy. Here he is with Gohan and Trunks. Here he is with Marvel Legends, Quicksilver, and Retro Falcon. I got these guys lying around, so Piccolo's just bigger than most people, so that should do it for comparison. So with all that being said, y'all, I will say that the Dragon Ball Superheroes Piccolo reissue is totally worth it, because he's totally worth it to me. Cheap reissue. Try not to get these Dragon Ball SH Figuarts for too much money. So if you like this video, smash like, hit subscribe. Let me know if you like Dragon Ball, if you like Dragon Ball Super, if you're watching Dragon Ball Daima, which I haven't watched yet, how your day is going. Just say, hey, what's up? Check out the giveaways. Make sure you're entered to, for both of those. We're coming up to the Retro Venom card one soon. Keep your head up, stay brave. I love you. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.